Boom, you can hear me now. I bet you can hear me now. So let's go ahead and get started. Might have a few technical difficulties, but I'm gonna go ahead and get through this because I wanna get started and say, hey, I'm back. So if you have not seen the video yesterday, I put out the new video about being married, so that's why a lot of content was a little bit slow over the preseason up until now. Marriage is done, newlywed life, I can't say it's done, but that immediate period is over. So let's get to covering the Carolina Panthers, and thank you all for your patience. So by the way, you know, typically I have a few glitches at the start of the season. YouTube has changed some of the way that the layout works. So I didn't know that I was live. In case you saw the live video a few moments ago, I didn't know that I was going live when I hit that button, but I did. So nevertheless, just go ahead and get into it. Let me tell you what you can expect from this upcoming season. You can expect a lot of videos, as always. Every year, I love to involve the fans. I love to involve my supporters. So if there's questions that you all would like to know, please, there's links below this video on how to follow me on social media. Do that, give me your questions, because pretty much it seems like every day we are having access to the players, and I want to just not tell you what I hear. I want to get questions that fans have so that I can get you guys the information that you want. And again, I know there may be some troubles on this video. I will figure that out for the future, but I want to go ahead and get started. Let me also say one thing. There's a red background behind me. The reason is because I was doing some other videos. I promise it will be back to Carolina Panthers blue very, very soon. And yeah, all my videos, they're going to be interactive. So if you all have questions, please just ask and I will answer. Big programming note. Videos will be live throughout the day. And as you all know, I don't have a huge operation. The important thing is getting you content, getting you good content, and getting it to you quickly. So you will also start to see daily videos that will be not as produced as what you see here, but it'll be a live video to get you that information that I've just gotten from the players and getting that to you. So if you like that kind of stuff, please subscribe, please tell a friend, please hit the like button. That's very important. You hear a lot of YouTubers say that because it helps other people find out about my channel. So that's enough. Let's get into it. Thank you for the welcome back. Let me go ahead and get to this question. Do you think we'll have a season? We're definitely going to try to have a season. I was just watching the video that the Carolina Panthers put out about how they're taking so many safety precautions, and all of that's good, but they're not practicing yet. They're not interacting with other teams yet. They're not traveling yet. So I feel like once we get into that real part of football, we're not having a preseason, that we're going to have a lot of problems. I don't want there to be problems, but I know with the current state of the disease, it's going to be a problem. But let me go ahead and get into it. So today we were able to speak with a few players. Those two players, as you see in the title, were Dante Jackson and none other than Christian McCaffrey. And again, I'm just going to go over some brief notes that I have from that talk to let you guys know about it. And for the record, I love these Zoom calls that we do with the players, because when we don't have it, it's like a free-for-all, and I don't like that. I'm like not a guy that's going to like bogart somebody to get my question in. So I like the Zoom because it seems like it's a little bit easier for me to get in my questions. Like I said, I want to work for you guys and make sure that I get you all the questions that you have. I mean, get all the questions answered that you all have. Taylor, what's up with you? So let's go ahead and get into it. Dante Jackson was the first one that we got a chance to talk to today. Trying to get my notes together here so I can properly talk. Dante Jackson, man, I talked to this guy quite a few times last year. He had a real rocky 2019 season with, you know, essentially being benched the last quarter about of the season. And he was motivated then. He told me then he was going to come back and be the best player. So Dante today talked about his off-season program, and he went to, I believe it was Clark. I don't know the full name, so I don't want to misspeak, but he went to this training that had a lot of cornerbacks and secondary guys, and it was taught by an experienced secondary person, and he said that helped a lot. Focused on it was Ryan Clark is the person that he trained with, And he was just focusing on the details of his route running, the details of watching routes, the details of watching film, the details of his technique. So a lot of details that he worked on in that camp with Clark. And he said that last season, one of the big things that he learned and know that he had to work on was his ability to deal with, or cope with, is his specific words, cope with injuries. And also just wanted to get himself better, overall health. So coping with those injuries a little bit better, because, you know, if you have something that's hurting and maybe you're not used to being hurt, that can mentally distract you from when you're playing a game. So he said just coping with those injuries is one key thing. The other thing is just getting in better health, working on stretching, working on his eating, just every bit of what he can do to be in better health, strength conditioning, putting on weight, is everything that he focused on. And I could tell, he didn't say this, but I could tell that Dante is really, he's always an excited guy, but he's particularly excited to be playing with a new coach, have some new players around him, and be in a position to be a leader in this secondary. So we'll see how that works out. A few other notes from him. Yeah, so that really sums up the conversation with Dante. He says he's most excited to compete this upcoming season and play against other people, which is going to be coming up. The second thing, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Chuck Lee, I'm reading some of the comments from Chuck Lee, who just chimed in about some of the new people. Actually, Trevor Lawrence is not somebody that we have, but I guess that's somebody that he's wanting us to get. Nevertheless, Christian McCaffrey was up next. A lot of questions that the media has with these guys are just us getting an idea of what the players have been going through, what's it now like being in that locker room, the safety procedures. So Christian touched on those, as well as talking about his off-season working out. Something that he was really happy, Christian McCaffrey was really happy that happened, is that, of course, a lot of people quarantined when the pandemic hit, didn't have a chance to meet other players, other coaches. And so Teddy Bridgewater recently had not recently, but before the team came together, he texted and got a small group of players together. And Christian said that was great for him to do so, because they really didn't want to have the first time that they interacted with other players be at OTAs or now what is this preseason minicamp that's going on. So that he was glad that they had a chance to meet, greet, get a feel for one another, go through some rhythms, see how Teddy throws the ball. And that was good for Christian. He said that he had that during the preseason. When asked about the offense that we could expect from this new team, new coaching staff, he said it's going to be a lot of fun. And one other thing that Christian was talking about was that he always sets goals every season before the season starts, but he never shares what those goals are. And it was a pretty good question that was posed to him. And so I know you will not share those details of those goals, but can you tell us what that entails? And Christian, I can't repeat it how he did, but he went through a very detailed process for how he has preseason goals, and then he has regular season goals, he has personal goals, he has team goals, and he breaks it down in a lot of steps, even week by week, month by month for those goals. So there's no surprise that Christian McCaffrey is a very goal-oriented, process-driven person to get results, because if you've seen some of his workouts in the past, I know before he got drafted, the workout with his feet was phenomenal, how quickly he has the ability to move his feet. So no surprise there, he's very goal-driven. So thank you for bearing with me through my first preseason video. It will get cleaner very quickly because I am a perfectionist and I want you all to have good experiences when you're watching these broadcasts. Again, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member for the media covering the Carolina Panthers. I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to help other people find out about this Panthers channel. And let me know your questions. Let me know what you want me to ask the players. Links are below in the description for you to follow me on other social media. Great interacting with you all. Let me give you some quick shout outs before I get off of here. Niles, Leroy Miller, Ally Broderick, Taylor, B. Evans, and appreciate everybody. Again, Continue to tune in and enjoy your evening. And thank you sincerely for all the congratulations on the recent wedding. And now, if I can figure